Welcome back, race fans. Tonight, round number 2 here with slide jobs for season number 6. Presented by MaxSpeedTV here at Homestead. Usually we see this track more toward the end of the season, but we're actually going to see a different track for the finale when we get to that here for slide jobs. So round 2 here this evening is going to be at Homestead here. Of course, everybody knows Homestead, not really too friendly on the track, and of course you're not on the gas a whole lot into the corners here, so you got to be very, very careful. Going to definitely see some drafts on the front and back stretch here. Might get a little bit into the corners. I don't think we're going to see much. I think it's going to be a tire-saving issue here as well. But glad to see everybody out there tuning in here tonight. My brother, we got Brendan Kennedy out there already in chat here this evening. But like I said, glad to see everybody out there. My name's Joshua Medlock here. Going to be calling the action for you all here this evening. But we're going to go ahead and dive right into it here tonight and go ahead and start with the first round of the points coming into tonight. After last week's opener at Daytona, of course, Frank DiMaggio coming away here with that top spot after one race at 44 points. We got Dylan Parker in second, 43 points. One back behind Frank. J.W. Miller in third, 42 points, and one behind Dylan. And then we got our first tie here between Zach Probst and A.J. Stravato. Both of these gentlemen, 41 points, tied for fourth. 1 point behind J.W. Miller. Connor Holden there in sixth, 38 points, 3 back. Corey Cook and Curtis Granger tied here for seventh, 37 points, 2 back. And then we go down to another tie for ninth. Christopher Dean and Jackson Hartman, both 35 points, 2 behind Curtis Granger and Corey Cook. We get to a P11 in the point standings. Noah Morey, 33 points, 2 back. Keith Calhoun there in 12th, 32 points, 1 back. William Martin in 13th, 31 points, 1 back. JT Larsh in 14th, 30 points, 1 back. And Gabriel Essick in 15th, going to round out the top 15 here. 29 points, 1 point behind JT Larsh. So after one race, very, very close indeed, but we still got a lot of races to go before we get to, of course, the chase and to the end of the season. And this is just the beginning of where it is going to start. Let's go ahead and pull up the pre-race analytics here real quick for everybody. An air temp of 78, a track temp of 81, 133 laps here tonight, 199.5 miles. I'm going to put that tire somewhere between 20 and 25 laps where we're going to see the biggest fall off. It could be less than that, but I'm thinking more of a 20 to 25 mark. However, fuel here, 70% fuel, is going to be 36 to 42 laps, somewhere in that neighborhood ballpark of 36 to 42 laps. Pit road here, 50 miles per hour, and you do not have to use the access road to enter pit road. You can come out of 4 and go straight down pit road if you wanted to. That is what most drivers do, but on old tires, it can be a little bit of a headache. As we see 65 mile per hour pace speed here. I got that backwards, so it's 50 pit and 65 pace. Let me go ahead and fix that here for everybody. I got those mixed up there. So 50 pit, 65 pace, but still, yeah, should be a good race here at Homestead. Looking forward to round number 2. Looks like we've got William Martin. Okay, all right, William Martin out there in chat. He's saying, check Crank Bell on his paint here. He's got a cool looking paint. So let's go ahead and get on him. And I'm seeing, oh man, that is a sharp paint for sure. A little bit of a lot of it's a chromatic paint. Man, that sun just glares off that K-Bar and Grill Marines 14 machine. Yeah, looking at that right now. Of course, Veterans Day coming up here in the next few days. So, of course, I'm going to go ahead and get it out there. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there, past, present, and future. go ahead and get that out there for everybody. But yeah, sharp looking paint there by the number 14 for sure. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Now let's see here. We got about coming down to about 4 minutes left here. We're going to be, getting everything going here tonight. Yeah, Brendan, I think tires definitely going to be the biggest factor. Tribute paint to one of his veteran buddies. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, awesome. That's a sharp paint. And yeah, Brendan, I really think it is going to really come down to tires as well. Matthew S. Hughes hit a top speed there. It glitched out of about 2,642. That was a glitch. He did not hit that speed. No, it looks like he's having some connectivity issues here already. Hopefully he can get that figured out. But, yeah, I think this is going to be a good race. Homestead is a very familiar track. It's got 4 turns. The banking in the turns is the problem. It's not flat, but yet it's not banked a whole lot either. They're just really wide. So I think we're going to see a lot of drivers try to get that run maybe on fresher tires on the outside line. As they start to fall off, we're going to see them probably push more down to the white line. And maybe they might even stay mid-corner, mid-line there too, and try to get that run on the outside. That is going to remain to be seen here for sure. But as we're going to go ahead and count it down here at about coming down to about 2.5 minutes, we are going to step away here, play the national anthem. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Of course, they're only going to get either, it's 10 minutes, but it's going to be only 2 laps. So, times are starting to roll in here. Let's go and bring up that qualifying time up here for everybody to take a look at actually who we got currently up in that top spot. It's going to be right now the 32 of Darren Clement. GT Larsh there in second. Time still starting to roll in here. We got Anthony Marshall out there, Benjamin Lacey, Frank DiMaggio, Dylan Parker, Tyler Riggs, Brady Clark out there, and William Martin actually sitting at the end of pit road here. I think he will be coming out here pretty shortly to maybe put in a qualifying time. But I did get the Marine name it's a Vietnam Marine Infantry machine gunner from the Walking Dead Bravo 1/9 from what I'm seeing, Kenny Boy Smith. So big shout out to him. That's the paint that it's in honor of him. So from Crank Bell. So big shout out to him. Looks like Frank DiMaggio is going to be up in the top spot here currently. Darren Clement pushed back to 4th. Tyler Riggs in 2nd. Dylan Parker 3rd. Well, let's get back here to Noah Maury there in the number 8 machine. It looks like he is going to be putting in a lap here. A little big shout out to all the veterans out there in the race here tonight. It looks like, Crank Bell as well. Air Force, Christopher Dean, Army vet as well. I'm not exactly sure who else, but a big shout out to and a happy Veterans Day to those. As we edge, of course, here in a couple of days to Veterans Day. I believe it's the 11th. So it'll be Wednesday. All right, well, let's see here. Frank's still holding on. William Martin out there. Looks like going to be putting in a time here. Waiting to see here if anybody can overtake Frank DiMaggio before I pull him up here. Right now, Noah Maury going to crack the top 10 in qualifying. In 10th. Looks like he's going to have one more lap here. Michael Atkins Jr. there in 14th. William Martin, looks like is done. Might have messed up his lap there. I'm not sure. And it looks like Noah Maury is finished with his lap as well. All right. Well, it looks like it's going to come down. They may have a quick drivers meeting here. Maybe Williams got to go over some stuff with them. I'm not sure. But we're going to go ahead and pull up our current pole sitter here real quick. Down in, it looks like Can-Am Racing. We'll go ahead and get him up here. Frank, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it looks like, right now, it looks like you're going to grab the pole out here. Now, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Still a few drivers left to do it, but I don't think they are. So, the number 24, of course, looking to go back-to-back, but we had the opener last week. We got Homestead round 2. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. It'd be nice to start on the front row, but I really think the 3-car is the guy to beat tonight. So, that's going to be pretty tough. We had a solid run last year at the season finale here, but hopefully we can do a little bit better this season.
Oh yeah, for sure. Always, want to start off early, and you did that at Daytona. We're going round 2 here at Homestead. A different change, yeah, definitely from last season. That was Homestead was the finale. Now it's going to be a totally different finale, which will be, from the looks of it, April 25th, Chicagoland. So, I mean, we got a ways for that. We got to get through, of course, Homestead here tonight. How's the track feeling? Do you think tires is going to be the biggest key here this evening?
Tires and track position. Quite a few people racing today. It looks like we got about 25. So you can't get too far back in the pack and expect yourself to make it up there pretty quickly. So gonna have to have decent pit stops, not make any mistakes there, and keep that track position.
Oh yeah. Track position definitely going to be key for sure. Taking care of the tires, and of course mistakes on pit road. We've seen that happen in the past, and it could happen again tonight. What do you think you got to do under green flag conditions? If we get those green flag pit stops, what do you have to do to not make those mistakes? Because you do not have to use the access road to come down pit road.
Yeah, it's real important that when you do pit, you don't get run over. Really easy to speed coming into pit road with not using that access road, and really gonna have to save the tires. I don't know how many sets we have tonight, but
Set you start with, and 4 in the pits, I do believe.
all right, so that'll bring some strategy, and hopefully we don't make any mistakes on pit road. No speeding, no sliding through the box. And if we can do that, we were pretty lucky last week. Maybe we'll get lucky again this week and have a shot.
No, well, we never know what's going to happen. 133 laps here this evening, Frank. Good luck out there. And for right now, congratulations on pole. It looks like Jordan Meyer is out there putting in a lap here. So good luck there, Frank.
All right, thank you.
Buddy. All right, well, that is our current pole sitter here. We're going to be watching Jordan. He is out there on the racetrack with about 1:20 left, putting in a qualifying time, currently running in that 17th position in that number 19 car. Now, these are the Cup cars. This is not the Xfinity. This is the Cup. Yeah, I know Chase Elliott won the championship, and, of course, Jimmy Johnson's last race was today. I'm glad Chase won it, boy. I watched quite a bit of it, and he had a strong car out there. It was like he just could not be beat out there on that track, and the way he was running that track, man, I don't know how he did it at Phoenix, but he did it, and that's what it takes. Bruce Amsden out there in chat as well. Glad to see you out there, Bruce. Well, I do want to give my condolences out. Of course, we all know Jeopardy, the show. Alex Trebek passed away early this morning. Of course, if you don't know that, don't know who that is, he was, of course, the host of Jeopardy for, a very, very long time. 80 years old, and he was fighting stage 4 pancreatic cancer, unfortunately. He unfortunately wasn't able to beat it. He did pass away this morning. So my condolences, of course, to the Trebek family out there here on MaxSpeedTV. But we're going to get them down here on the grid here tonight. And, of course, our pole sitter is going to be, if I can find him, Frank DiMaggio. There he is. All right, the MaxSpeedTV starting grid here tonight. Frank DiMaggio grabbing the pole here with a 31.008. Man, almost right at 30. Tyler Riggs there, or almost at 31. Tyler Riggs there, going to be on the outside of him in second. Dylan Parker third. Darren Clement in fourth. JT Larsh fifth. Caden Atkins sixth. Benjamin Lacey seventh. Zach Allman in eighth. J.W. Miller 9th, Noah Maury in 10th, Jordan Beyer in 11th, Zach Probst 12th, Jacob Locklear 13th, Corey Cook 14th, Michael Atkins Jr. 15th, Matthew S. Hughes in 16th, Anthony Marshall 17th, Johan Jew out there at 18th, William Martin 19th, and Brady Clark 20th. Christopher Dean 21st, Crank Bell 22nd, Gabriel Essick 23rd, David Houghton or Houghton, Houghton. I'm just say Houghton here in 24th, and that's going to round out our field here. 24 drivers here at Homestead. Not a bad field here tonight for round 2. Clark Shanikin out there in chat. Man, I don't know. He had a good qualifying lap here. Qualified 4th. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Yeah, I think it was 3 decades or something like that. 10 years is a decade, so... All right, we are rolling off here. I hope the stream's all right. I'm dropping some frames. Clark. I'm dropping some frames in OBS, but I'm not seeing anything bad here. It's still saying excellent condition, so. All right. Well, I didn't make a pick here this evening, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and roll with it, and whoever brings it home into victory lane is going to be my pick. I guess that's what we're going to do. So, well, into 3 and 4 here tonight. Frank DiMaggio is going to be the driver to get him going with the 92 to his outside. Pace car is going to dive off to the safety of pit road this time by. There it goes. Frank is going to be in control. Green flag is out. Buggity, 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 folks. Racing here tonight for round 2 of the Slide Jobs Season 6 at Homestead. As we are already seeing some moves trying to be made here. Dylan Parker on 2. Oh, the 2 here comes 3 wide already. The 54 of Zach Allman on the outside. We're 3 wide back here. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Look at Michael Atkins Jr. splitting the middle there. The 4 of JT Larsh. Oh, man, guys. Boy, they're edging for 4 wide already here tonight. Darren Clement going to try to take over second. Tyler Riggs is going to lead this lap. Tyler making the pass over to Maggio. Darren going to go into second. We're still stacked up back here. Zach Allman to the inside of Benjamin Lacey on the outside there in the 7. Probst back here. JT Larsh. Jordan Byrie. 3 wide again. Well, that didn't last but a second. The number 4 of JT Larsh backing out of it. The 19 of Jordan goes all the way to the outside wall. Nope. Now, fresh tires right here. These tires really going to start coming into play here in about a lap or 2. Getting some heat built up. Probably at about 5 to 8, 5 to 9 laps is when we're going to see these tires really start to come in. Looks like now we're going to go single file for the most part up front, but Michael Atkins Jr. still fighting out onto the outside of the 62 of Zach Probst. Oh, very close between the 62 and the 41. Oh, 41 almost came down on the 62. Jordan there. Coming up on the 41. Noah Maury. William Martin. William Martin there. The inside of the 7. I don't have a 7, but I'm guessing that's going to be Matthew Hughes, who is blinking out here. Oof. Side by side going on right up ahead of them. Yeah, JT Larsh, now the 6 of J.W. Miller. No, it didn't take long for 3 wide. Oh, man. No, it looks like Zach Probst did a battle of his own here with the 19. 7 laps into the race already. Matthew Hughes going to fall back to Brady Clark. Brady trying to make some moves here, too. Boy, Matthew going to have to get that checked out. Oh, Christopher Dean kind of running another group here with Crank Bell, Gabriel Essick, Johan Jew, and it looks like Anthony Marshall on pit road here. He's been on pit road for about 2.5 minutes already. Not sure exactly what happened to Anthony Marshall. David Houghton, or Houghton? I want to say Houghton did not start the race here tonight. Single file from the front all the way to the back to J.W. Miller and company. J.W. Miller and the 84 of Jacob Locklear. Still kind of watching it here with these two. It looks like the 6 of J.W. Miller is going to overtake Jacob. Still got a ways to go. Got a battle back here. Brady Clark, the 88 to the inside of the 21 of William Martin. Battle for the lead. Darren Clement, Tyler Riggs. Darren on the inside. Darren. I think Darren's going to steal that lap. Oh, he did not. The 92 barely edged him out, and we're still side by side up front. Man, already racing it up like it's the final lap of the race here this evening. Already. We ain't even halfway here tonight. .66.5 laps halfway. Griffin Lane out there rooting on Hughes. Glad to see you out there, Griffin. As we check on Hughes for you, since you're out there. Currently running back here in 18th. Having some connection issues here. But he's still holding strong. Zach Probst in the 62. Coming back up onto the 6 of J.W. Miller. Darren Clement has now been out front for 2 laps. Frank DiMaggio back in second. Oh, Caden Atkins right here with the 92 of Riggs. Benjamin Lacey. Here comes Benjamin looking to the inside of the 2. Dylan Parker here in the mix. Now side by side with the 2 of Caden Atkins. And Riggs. Here comes the 7 of Lacey to the inside of Parker. Well, he's blinking out too. I mean, I can't really stay on him. I do check on him every once in a while. Oh, we're going to see 3 wide here. 3 wide into 3. Oh, we're still 3 wide. Oh, man, this is going to get tied out of 4. Oh, they held on to it. 3 wide on the front stretch. 3 wide into 1. Parker, Caden, And Riggs, I think the 2 of Atkins backed out of it a little bit. Whoa, the 7 of Lacey also putting his 2 cents in, and the bird's eye view of that was Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41. Looks like Corey Cook doing a battle of his own here with a 19 of Jordan. There's the 8 of Noah Murray. This is right behind that group up here. Zach Allman and company coming up on Michael Atkins Jr. And the 92, Tyler Riggs and Benjamin Lacey here. Brendan's like, not again. Well, I think we're going to be seeing a bunch of that. I really do. All right, well, now back to almost some single file. J.W. Miller looking to the inside of Corey Cook. This is back here at around 9. Got to watch this front pack, though, with these leaders. Frank DiMaggio now putting the pressure on that 32 of Darren Clement. So we'll watch this here for a second. There's now a battle back here, too, with Michael Atkins Jr. coming up to the inside of the 92 of Riggs, and not going to be able to do it just yet. Let's get back up front here. Tires really starting to show themselves, though, right now. So probably at about 20 laps, we're really going to see the tire fall off. The last lap for Darren Clement was a 33.154. Pretty much right there with Benjamin Lacey at a 33.155. So Benjamin Lacey, Darren Clement, the 2 fastest currently. As we're going to see that lap a 33.218. Frank DiMaggio, 33.331. Dylan Parker at a 33.244. Caden Atkins, 33.222. And running out the top 5, Benjamin Lacey at a 33.278, roughly. Oh, yeah, it's definitely interesting for sure. I think right now, though, they know it's a long race. As we go with J.W. Miller now looking to the inside of the 54 of Zach Allman. Going to make the pass. There's Zach, though, going to look back to the inside. On the back stretch down into 3. Not going to be able to do it there. So we got some passing going on, but most of it, whoa! What happened to Jordan? Oh, no. We're going to have a caution. He's gone. His car is on the track. 22 miles an hour. He stopped. He's gone. He had to tow to pit road. What happened to Jordan, though? There is no caution. And was I just seeing things? Ooh. What happened? Did he lose connection? VR? Screen go out? What? Oh, I mean, he goes hard into the wall. The 88 going to get a piece of it. Back into the wall. What happened? No. All right, well, there is no caution for that. Oh, we get back up here to J.W. Miller. He's been looking to the inside of Riggs. Doesn't look like, well, here he goes. The 6 going to look back to the inside. That was strange. Now watching J.W. Miller here, still trying to get to the inside of the 92. 92, though, just gets that run on the outside. And that keeps him pretty much right there with the 6. Here we go again across the stripe. JW still has not completed the pass yet. Down into 1. No, there he goes. And Tyler doing a little bit of a crossover move now. Going to look back to the inside into 3. Oh, 92 pushing up just a little bit. Almost a contact. Oh, the 61. Corey Cook almost took out himself and the 92. He's going to lose a lot of steam. And the 54 of Zach Almond is going to capitalize on that and go into 9th. Get back here to JT Larsh. Going to fall back a spot. The 48 of Christopher Dean. Out there, and now Whataburger Machine. All right, back up front. Battle for the lead once more. It's going to be Frank DiMaggio. Darren going to look back to the inside. Frank going to lead that lap. Darren Clement back to the inside line. Side by side for the lead. Dylan Parker, bird's eye view. Dylan coming up. Is he going to split it 3 wide? Oh, he thought about it. Oh, he thought about it. He stuck his nose in there, but just couldn't do it. Not enough room. All right, well, Frank still now back up front. Got some side-by-side going back here with Benjamin Lacey and Michael Atkins Jr. Michael to the inside of the 7 of Lacey. Oh, very close there between them two. Boy, I thought that 7 there for a second was going to tag that back end of the 41. He didn't do it. Good job knowing where the front end of your car is. It's about an inch or two, and, well, somebody would have been going around there. Or maybe a couple of somebodies. Darren still putting the pressure. Well, that has allowed Dylan Parker and Caden Atkins to catch up and make it a 4-packer up front. The 24, the 32, the 2, and the 3 all the way back in the top 4 right here now together. Lap 31. Well, we're going to be coming up on some green flag pit stops here. 36 to 42 laps is when that window is going to open. Dylan Parker taking over the lead. Frank DiMaggio there in second. Caden Atkins third. Darren Clement fourth. Let's get back up here on Dylan. See if Dylan can hold on to this. All right, Dylan did lead a lap here. All right, just listening to the sounds here this evening. Look, it looks like Locklear took his car behind the wall. Uh-oh. Man, nose to tail up front. Michael Atkins Jr. has caught this front pack as well as Benjamin Lacey. So we've got 6 drivers, the top 6 here, right here together. J.W. Miller kind of by himself, but he is coming. Here we go. Battle again. Ooh, Frank falling backwards. Michael Atkins Jr., Benjamin Lacey going to get around the 24. Now we're going to be within that window here of pit stops. Question is, who is going to make the first dive down pit road? Battle for the lead. Caden Atkins, Dylan Parker. Battle for third. Looks like Caden gonna get around. Oh, he might have pushed it a little bit too hard. Here comes the 3 back to the inside. I don't know who led that lap. I think Dylan got it. Or did Caden got it? Barely. Oh. Still looking at a battle. Close battle behind them. Darren Clement, Michael Atkins Jr., Benjamin Lacey. Frank still with them. He's got the 6 now looking to his inside. We'll watch J.W. Miller here as well as Michael Atkins Jr. He is going to make the pass. But the 7 looking back to the inside into 3. Coming out of 4, I think Michael might have that run on that outside to hold the 7. Yes, he does. And the 24, Frank DiMaggio, going to get a good launch, but nope, there goes the 6. Going to dive it right in there, and he is going to make the pass there on the 24. Now looking inside of the 7 of Benjamin Lacey. Up JT Larsh down pit road. Here we go. Got Johan Jew back here by himself. Started in 15th, or started in 18th, currently running in 15th. He's got Beware on that number 79, and I would beware too. You never know. Derek Clement down pit road here as well. Now who is going to be next? Lap 41. This is where things get nervous. It looks like the 6 of J.W. Miller. Oh, did he get it locked down enough? J.W. Miller down pit road, locking it down, as well as the 7 of Benjamin Lacey, also down pit road. So some green flag pit stops happening right now. Noah Maury to the inside of the 54 of Zach Allman. This is where I would be nervous, not only for, you know, the drivers coming down pit road, but for everybody else out there on the track. Noah Maury down. Here comes the 61 of Cook down. Good job. The 48 of Christopher Dean down pit road. These drivers locked it down, got it to a pit road speed. Christopher Dean in his pit stall. It looks like Crank Bell down pit road. Johan Jew out there. He is in his pit stall. Looks like we're going to have Caden Atkins down pit road. Michael Atkins Jr., Frank DiMaggio, Zach Allman, Tyler Riggs, Zach Probst, all down pit road. Pit road busy right now. It is busy as they come here, folks. Busy, busy, busy. Now, when is Dylan Parker, Brady Clark coming down? Looks like Dylan coming down right now. So I imagine Brady Clark's going to follow him in the Old Spice 88. Yes, he is. He's going to come down pit road. So, really, our current leader, well, right now, it's going to be, once everything cycles through, it's going to be J.W. Miller. If he can get back around on the backstretch right now. Dylan Parker just now in his pit stall. Brady Clark in his pit stall. I do believe J.W. Miller will be able to get around and take over the lead. Well, Matthew Hughes out here tonight. Jacob Locklear, Jordan Byer. Of course, David did not start. Anthony Marshall still. Anthony Marshall out here on the racetrack. He did make it out. Awesome seeing that. 17 laps down, though. Woof. All right, J.W. Miller up front. He's got Benjamin Lacey on his tail, but J.W. is going to lead this lap here, lap 46, or coming to 46, on 46 right now. Battle for the lead here. Benjamin Lacey, J.W. Miller. Benjamin to the inside quickly of J.W. On the same strategy here, I'm assuming. It looks like everybody took 4, I do believe. If they didn't, oof. Oh, man. Well, about 3 seconds back from JW is going to be Caden. Caden looks like he is eating into that time of J.W. Miller. Wished I had a gap to second here. But we'll just keep an eye on it here. All right, 17 likes. Got about 10 watching right now. Well, thank you all for tuning in here this evening on MaxSpeedTV with Slide Jobs here. Myself, Joshua Medlock, calling the action, or I'm trying to keep up with it all. Now, of course, it's cycled through. Everybody on full set of Mr. Feel Goods. Got that tank full, 70% fuel here this evening. Right now we see Dylan Parker right up ahead of Frank DiMaggio. This would be for a 5th. Benjamin Lacey still up for right. Now they just got around, I believe, the 00 there of Gabriel Essick here, who is the first driver 1 lap down So if a caution was to come out, of course, he would be the lucky dog as long as he's not involved in the incident. I do not foresee right now anything happening. These drivers really showing it up here at Homestead for sure. But I think really what we got to do is watch Dylan Parker and Frank DiMaggio. This is about the closest battle right now. We got Tyler Riggs, though, is coming up on the 88 of Brady Clark back here for about 10th. But I think right now it's the battle right here between Frank DiMaggio. Looks like the 60, Anthony Marshall. He is going to be on the apron here. He's just going to let these drivers get around him. He ain't even going to fight it. He knows he's kind of out of contention for the win here. Now this time by, though, he will pick up a position on, I believe, Jacob Locklear. So he will go into 21st. But we got to get up here to Frank DiMaggio again and Dylan Parker, because they are still neck and neck here. Yes, I do have a crank it up here for Homestead, but they're spread out, so therefore I won't do it until they get stacked up together. Lap 54. Oh, we got a battle back here. JT Larsh and the 79 of Johan Ju. We really haven't mentioned much about him, except, of course, he has that Beware on his machine. And, yeah, I think you've got to beware of Johan as well. Johan, a really good, safe driver. Battle back behind them. Looks like Corey Cook going to get around the 4 of JT Larsh. So Corey going to go into 14th. We take a look at, oh, here we go, battle for the lead. Benjamin Lacey, J.W. Miller. They have caught each other. Michael Atkins Jr. right here with them. The 00 there. Gabriel Essick right there with the leaders. Oh, J.W. Miller. He's going to lead this lap. Going to steal it from the 7 of Lacey. Well, I got to say, man, these drivers, well, here we go. Going to be watching Michael Atkins Jr. He's going to be going to the inside of the 00. Gabriel Essick, not for position, but still lap traffic to contend with. And that 00, he's just trying to hang on to that machine. Still a battle between the 41 and the 00. Oh, very, very close there between the 00 and the 41. As they, of course, are going to come up here onto the 7 of Benjamin Lacey, J.W. Miller. Of course, the more they race it up back here together, the further J.W. is going to get away from them. And right now, the 7, he just needs to complete the pass now over the 00, as it was the 41. Well, there he goes, the 00. Going to make that pass or complete it on the outside. Looks like Noah Maury going to be off of pit road here. Going to make a pit stop of about 14.6 seconds. Going to be off and away. Now we're going to see Lacey here in that 7, the 41. Well, Michael Atkins Jr., that is for second. J.W. Miller now trying to hold off the 00, but I think the 00, if he could just hang on to it, somehow get around that 6, he'd get his lap back the old-fashioned way. The 41 of Michael is going to overtake the 7 for that second spot. Get back here to William Martin. Well, William, the last driver on the lead lap. The leader's right there behind him. Right now, I think William is like, caution, caution. I want a caution here. I need it. I got the leaders behind me. I don't want to go a lap down. Question is he going to get that caution? Oh, LJW Miller is looking to the inside of William Martin here. Not going to be able to do it just yet. There he goes. That number 6 going to go to the inside of the 21. So now we've got 2 drivers here that are going to be fighting for the lucky dog. The 00 and the 21. Now they're going to go side by side. Between them two, it looks like the 00 Gabriel Lessick, though, is going to complete that pass. Michael Atkins Jr. looking now to the inside of the 21. Caden Atkins right back here, as well as the 7 of Benjamin Lacey. Atkins and Atkins. Well, one is with a G, Caden, and the other one is with not a G, without a G. So I call them both the same, even though Caden does have a G in his name, Atkins. And then we've got Atkins, but I'm not going to go through. Noah Murray, boy, he is screaming past these drivers. I'm not going to go and slow it down and pronounce each name. I know, but man, oh man, good Lord, almost 4 wide. We're going to go 3 wide here. Caden going to go to the inside of the 7. The 21 on the outside. Man, don't they know we're only on lap 63 here? Well, 66 and a half laps. We are coming up on that halfway mark here. Looks like no caution, and something happened to the 48. What? Well, let's go back here and take a look. There is no caution again. So what happened to the 48 of Christopher Dean here? 54 right behind him. Oh, right there. Either contact or some net coating there between the two. Oh, boy, that's going to send the 48 down. Oh, they're on the grass. And no wonder the 54 and the 48, both 48 going to slam that wall. 54 going to scrape it. But definitely some heavy damage there to the 48. Man, yeah, they are on the grass. No caution. Looks like Zach Allman down pit road here. It's J.W. Miller. Still got some separation up front with a 00 there between them two, first and second place. Oh, now the 41, you're going to look to the inside of the 00. It looks like he is going to make the pass here, not for position. However, still in second. Caden Atkins back here at Kings in second there, or in third in the 2. I'll get it right in a minute. He is going to get around the 00. Benjamin Lacey now by himself. Dylan Parker's got the 24. Frank DiMaggio on his tail right there with him in 6th. Brady Clark 7th. Tyler Riggs in 8th. Darren Clement 9th. Zach Probst is going to round out our top 10 here. Johan Jew there in 11th. Corey Cook in 12th. Crank Bell there in 13th. JT Lars 14th. Now, Christopher Dean now is going to be the last driver on the lead lap back here in 15th. First driver a lap down. The 00 of Gabriel Lessick in 16th. William Martin in 17th, also a lap down. Noah Maury, 1 lap down as well, currently running at 18th. Zach Allman on pit road, now 3 laps down. And Anthony Marshall, 20 laps down. Sitting right here in that 20th position. Looks like now a little bit of separation between the drivers as they are still trying to get around now the 21 of William Martin as the 24-3 and the 24 get around. Dylan Parker and Frank DiMaggio, lap 69, lap 70 the next time by. Oh, these guys are wearing me out tonight. All right, the 48, the 41 here. The 41 on the outside. The 48, though, is going to be Christopher Dean as the leaders are going to get around Christopher to put him a lap down. Benjamin Lacey here with a 00. Benjamin on the lead lap, 00. 1 lap down. Well, let's get back up front here as J.W. Miller, Michael Atkins Jr., and Caden Atkins right here, 1, 2, 3, pretty much bumper to bumper. A little bit of separation, though, between the 2 and the 41 right now, but I think that's going to change. All right. Lap 72 here. And still single file battle. Looks like a pass. Tyler Riggs going to get around the 32 of Darren Clement. Oh, Darren now back to the inside of the 92. Okay. All right, man. These drivers, man. Another 7. Benjamin Lacey going to come around the 48. Dylan Parker right behind or coming up on the 48 now. J.W. Miller, though. Oh, the 14 around. Oh, crap. Down. The 48 going to get a piece. First caution of the evening here, and I believe that might have been fresh tires. That played a factor in this. He was on pit road for a 15 flat. So let's see what happened to Crank Bell. Oh, you have got to be careful on fresh tires. Oh, it looked like it might have just snapped loose. Saves it. He is sideways. And right there, caution is out. And bam, the 48 gonna hit the 14. Nowhere to go. Christopher Dean, his engine smoking there. So Christopher probably gonna be out of the race here. Crank Bell gonna have some damage onto his rear end there. With the first caution of the evening here tonight, we are gonna go ahead and step away, play a quick commercial break as of course we've got Everybody coming down pit road. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back here tonight. Oh man, what a race it is. It looks like a couple of drivers there and just making some quick pit stops. It looks like pace car lights are still on, so let's see here if we can find our next victim here tonight. JW, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you was running up front there. You've led 22 laps, man. What a green flag run we had. 75 laps, roughly green flag, but we still got a ways to go, a little bit to go here. Now, what's it going to take here this evening, bud?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. See here if we can get some more green flag runs or if cautions breed more cautions. But we're looking really good on the long run, so I feel happy about that. Looks like Michael is really good on the long run too. So
that was actually my next question. A lot of drivers, it looks like when we get those long green flag runs, they're really good. Now with him right there with you, of course, you've got Benjamin Lacey, Frank DiMaggio, Brady Clark, just to name a few, going to be behind you. You got Caden up there up front right now, Parker and Darren Clement ahead of you. A lot of fast drivers out here, a lot of great drivers. How are you going to hold these guys off?
well, it's going to be interesting here because I pit and took tires. I don't think anybody in front of me pit, so I only have one set left, so that's going to be interesting as far as strategy goes, but should be able to at least get around these cars with better tires and just try and save.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, JW, good luck out there, buddy. We got a little bit to go, but we are winding down the laps, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Man, oh, man. I do not know what is going to happen here tonight. This is going to be interesting. Down into 3 we go here. It has turned into night here at the virtual track of Homestead. But we got to get back up front here to Caden at Kings here. Pace car going to dive off to the safety of pit road this time by. There it goes. Caden in control. And he is going to be on the loud pedal. We're backing away here tonight on MaxSpeedTV for round number 2 here of Season 6 at Homestead. As we see Darren Clement here down to the inside of the 3. Boy, the 6 of JW, though, coming in hard up to the inside. We're going to go 3 wides here with Michael Atkins Jr. now on the inside of that 32. The 6 now on the outside. 3 wide still yet. We're going to go 3 wide again. The 6-3, 41. 3 wide behind them. 3 wide again. Golly, we're almost back here. Almost 4 wide. Still 3 wide. Now back to 2. Back to 3 wide. Darren Clement falling way, way back. Whoa. In a battle for the lead, JW, Michael Atkins Jr. Michael to the lead. Right here, though, we're going to see some more 3 wide. Here we go. 3 wide once more. The 92 to the inside, the 62, the 4 on the outside. Almost some 4 wide action. Look at JT Larsh pushing that outside. They just passed up 4 cars in 1 turn, basically. Good Lord. 3 wide again. Now Caden's starting to fall back. It looks like he only had a pit stop of about 8.1. Now Dylan Parker out of about 8.0 and Darren Clement at about 5.8. So they might have not taken tires here. Well, that is why they are getting ate up here. Well, all right, as they get it figured out here, we're going to go ahead and step away here, and I think we need to go ahead and do it before anything major happens. Let's crank it up here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Alrighty, folks, as we go ahead and come back live here, hopefully everybody enjoyed the Crank It Up cam there. I wanted to go ahead and get it done before anything major really took place. Of course, right now we do have Michael Atkins Jr. up front, J.W. Miller there in second, Benjamin Lacey in third, Frank DiMaggio fourth, Corey Cook in fifth, Brady Clark there in that 6th spot, J.T. Larsh 7th, Tyler Riggs 8th, Jack Probst 9th, and Johan Ju there in 10th. Looks like the 92 there going to go to the inside of the 4 of JT Larsh. Here comes the 62 of Zach Probst as well. Going to look to the inside. Ooh, somebody scraping the wall there. I think that might have been the 92 that did a little scraping. The 79 of Johan Ju here. He's looking to the inside of the Good Wrench 4 machine. Not going to be able to do it that time by, but really still really close up here up front. As we're going to see Benjamin Lacey now go to the inside of the 6. That will be for 2nd place here this evening. Lap 88 of 133 here. We take a look at the caution count so far here. We had that 1 caution here just recently, a total of 3 laps. We got 46 laps to go, but we've had 14 lead changes here tonight at Homestead, located in Miami. Homestead, Miami here. Man, for the lead here between the 7 of Benjamin Lacey and the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. We're going to see the 24 there. Also, Frank DiMaggio going to peek his nose in and take over 3rd. Corey Cook and J.W. Miller. Corey going to go into 4th and J.W. going to fall back to 5th. Now we're going to go look back for the lead here between Michael Atkins Jr. and Benjamin Lacey. Now Frank DiMaggio looking to go back-to-back to start the season. He's got that bird's eye view of the battle ahead of him. The more they race it up, here comes the 61 to the 6. They're going to do battle. Corey Cook, J.W. Miller. Now we're looking like the Thunderbirds here with you got 2, 1, and 2. Not exactly sure what they're doing out there, but we got the 4, 5 Thunderbirds out here, and we're going to have, looks like the 88 also going to be joining the mix here, Brady Clark. But man, that battle here still for the lead. Michael Atkins Jr. and Benjamin Lacey. And here comes the 24 of Frank. He's going to go follow that 41. The 7 going to be stuck out there on the outside. Lacey. Oh, Michael Atkins Jr. is still up front, but here comes the 24 of DiMaggio. Man, I really don't know who's going to come away with the win here this evening. This is going to be really, really close. Question is, who has saved what? $21 likes, 11 watching here. We got 21 likes. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for the likes. We do appreciate it here. I appreciate it. MaxSpeedTV appreciates it. The fans, the drivers appreciate it. Of course, they do go back and watch the race. So, and thank you all. We do appreciate it here. Well, here we go, Frank. Edged his nose in there. Got up front. Frank has already led 6 laps. Well, Michael is going to fight there on that outside. I think this late in the race, I think I would just back it off. Go ahead and let him take it. You still, I believe, you're going to have to pit here. 17, 18 laps into this run already. Let me see here. Anthem with Medlock here tonight. Oh, well, before we do that, J.W. Miller looking to the inside. So we're on lap 94 right now. They've already been out here 18 laps. Yeah, they're definitely going to have to pit. They cannot make it. If you do the math here, from where we're at, we got 38 laps left right now. So you add 38 to how long they've been out here, which would be about 19 laps. It's about 57 laps. They cannot go that far. So they will have to pit at least one more time. Oh, Crank Bell is out of the race. What happened to Crank? Did his engine blow? I think it did. Well, Crank, if you're in chat here, man, we'd love to get you up here and have a talk with you. I don't want to pull you up unless you want me to. It looks like he's down there with a Johan Jew. Johan currently running a 9. Started 18th here. Having a very, very good run. All right, back up front, Frank DiMaggio, Michael Atkins Jr., J.W. Miller, 1, 2, 3, pretty much right here together. We get back here to Corey Cook. Started 14th, now in 4th. Benjamin Lacey, of course, started 7th. He's in 5th. Tyler Riggs started on the outside pole here, currently running in 6th. Brady Clark started 12th, currently running in 8th. Of course, Johan Jew started 18th and 9th. And JT Large started 5th, currently running at that 10th position. Jason Shepard out there in chat. Great sports day for you, huh? Well, this is turning out to be a awesome race here. We had that one caution at about lap 74, 75, and we have been green since they dropped the green again. But they can't make it. They'll have to pit at least once. Looks like Dylan Parker already down pit road here. Noah Maury, Caden Atkins down pit road. So we've already got 3 drivers coming down pit road right now. They can make it now. Their final pit stop. Here comes the 62 of Zach Probst down pit road. Does that slideshow really say Daytona? It does, doesn't it? Whoops. No, we're not at Daytona. All right, the 6 of J.W. Miller going to be looking to the inside here of Michael Atkins Jr. That'll be for 2nd. Not seeing anybody else at the present time come down pit road for their final stop. So we'll get back up here to J.W. Miller here real quick. Fighting on the inside of the 41 for 2nd. Lap 102. 103 as it updates. Yeah, tire wear is crazy. Well, a lot of drivers, you know, we've already had some that pitted 2 times. 70% fuel. They only get 4 tires, 4 sets of tires in the pits. Of course, they got the set they start with and 4 in the pits. So they get a total of 5 sets. But of course, that first set, you know, you start with that set. So you've got to really baby it throughout the race. 33, huh? What you talking about, Davey? Oh, yeah, 33 laps for, yeah, that's going to be left for some of these drivers. Yeah, well, the drop-off is about 20, 25 laps, roughly. 15 to 20, 25, somewhere around in there. That's where that major drop-off happens, Davey. So, yeah, you know, let me go ahead and bring up that pre-race here real quick. We'll take a look at the track temp, but really track temp here at Homestead doesn't really play a factor, as we're going to see that track temp of about 81 degrees right now. Oh. Alrighty, well, J.W. Miller up to 2nd. Made the pass there over Michael Atkins Jr. Well, Corey Cook down pit road here. Going to make it his final pit stop here. So Frank DiMaggio. Now the pit window, though, is about 36 to 42, 36 to 44, 45. We see some drivers with that caution, though. I'm sure we're probably going to see some maybe stretch it a little bit further than 40, 41, 42 laps. But, coming down to the wire here, track position, I think, is going to be the biggest factor with the tires. And do you have a set left? Can you use that set to your advantage? Green, white checkers, of course, can play a factor. You got to save a set just in case. If you are grabbing your last set, like J.W. Miller, of course, is on, not on his last set, but, if he comes down pit road to take that last set, then we get down to, 2 and 3 laps to go, and then we got a caution. Well, his tires are gone. They're shot. So, in his case, if that was to happen, he would be hoping that everybody else didn't have a set left. I've never blown a tire, Jason. I have not raced. Well, I haven't raced since the last probably 4, 5, 6 major updates here on iRacing. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and get him up here real quick. We hate what happened to him. Crank Bell, buddy, we hate it. What happened out there? It looks like your engine popped. You tried to get back out there, but man, talk about Homestead here this evening, round 2, buddy. We want to hear it from you.
Yeah, man, it was just unfortunate. This is one of those tracks where you try to save tires when you've got limited sets to change out, and I was a little too over-conservative starting out, and I ended up back there. I mean, I think I was in last place at one point trying to save. I was saving way too much. And then the second run, I went out and tried to run it as hard as I could and gain up some position. And then I pitted a little bit early, trying to gain some advantage there. And on the way out of pit roads, I got loose and I just lost it. But I was trying to stay down out of the racing groove, and let them run by me on the outside. And I don't know if the caution came out before or after I got rear-ended, but, I mean, it's just unfortunate. It really is. I thought I was down out of the groove, and then Christine, who's actually one of my teammates, he got in the back of me, and it ended up bad for both of us. So, real unfortunate.
Well, I'm seeing you down there with Johan Jew in long shot. See another one of your teammates here?
Yeah, he's one of the new guys here.
Okay.
We're trying to run with him and kind of mentor him a little bit. Obviously, he's doing better than the mentors today, so good on him. I'm happy to see him out there getting some run in and doing well. Oh,
yeah, for sure. I mean, starting 18th, currently running now in 2nd. Of course, we're coming around to the final pit stops here. So, strategy going to definitely be a call here, as we're going to see, of course, Michael Atkins Jr. going to be coming off of pit road. J.W. Miller down pit road now. But so that's going to give the lead up to Johan, who just led his first lap here. And they do get a bonus point for leading the lap. So, he got that bonus point out of the way here. But I'm going to go ahead and talk to you real quick before we let you get back down there. Round 3 here coming up, of course, November the 15th. Next week, New Hampshire. Well, how do you feel about Loudon?
Well, me personally, I don't feel great about it. I'm not awesome at the flat tracks like that, but we'll go out there, we'll put some practice in this week and see if we can get her dialed in and hopefully find some speed. It's one of those tracks where you're either hit or miss. I mean, it's just really tough to get the groove there on those flat tracks. You got to find the right braking points, you got to find the right arc into the turn and the speed off without using your tires up. I mean, that's where I struggle. I tend to overdrive the entry and I wear out my front tires, and then next thing you know, you're way off the pace. So a lot of patience is required there, and it's going to take a lot of practice to find that patience, I think.
Do you think we're going to see some tempers next week at New Hampshire? Hello?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's what this racing's all about, right? You want to get in there get those emotions fired up, get in the back of somebody, push them out of the way a little bit. That'll make for some fun racing, the fun rest of the season.
No, yeah, for sure. We're going to let you go ahead and give it, bud, any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks, man. You want to give? I know you had a pain out there tonight. I'm going to go ahead and let you do that before we send you back down to long shot.
All right, I appreciate you, Josh. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my good buddy, my brother Kenny Boy Smith. He's a Vietnam vet from the Marines, Bravo 19. That unit took more casualties than any other unit in Marine history, and so for me to carry that means a lot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sounds like you're getting choked up, man. It hits me, too. Of course, I'm a veteran myself. Not everybody knows it. But, of course, happy Veterans Day coming up here, November the 11th, bud. I know you are a veteran yourself. Recently retired from, I believe you said, the Air Force.
Yeah, that's right. I just did 20 years, retired this summer from the Air Force. I was a weather guy out there and did a lot of joint service, supported the Army, Navy, Marines, across the board. That's what the joint means. So we've been at war for the last 20 years, and, it's been tough for a lot of guys. So if you know veterans out there, reach out to them. They're waiting to hear from you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So before we let you go, you were a meteorologist, so to speak, in that field, atmospheric weather, basically?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
Weather forecaster. I did a little bit of everything from doing terrestrial weather. I did space weather. I did sniper ops. I did a little bit of everything. I mean, when you think about it, weather impacts everything, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, Crank. Well, we'll talk more, but we're going to go ahead and let you get back down there to Johan here at Long Shot, man. We hate what happened to you here tonight at Homestead, but we got New Hampshire, and we got a long season to go, bud, so don't give up, man. Thank you.
All right, appreciate you, Josh.
You too, buddy. All right, well, that is Crank Bell, unfortunately, going to be out of the race here tonight. Man, what a tough break. It looks like we do have everybody that has pitted here. Well, man, JT Larsh hasn't pitted yet. Man, he's been out here now 44 laps. Looks like he is coming down pit road now. So that will give the lead up to the 24 of Frank DiMaggio. And Davey Hendricks out there saying used to seeing Frank in the 95. Yeah, me too. It is a little different. I'm not sure exactly what's up with the number change there, but I have seen him in the 95 and the 24 both. So Frank is now our current leader. J.W. Miller there in second. Going to go ahead and run through the field here after these pit stops. Benjamin Lacey there in third. Zach Probst fourth. Corey Cook fifth. Michael Atkins Jr. in sixth. Brady Clark seventh. Tyler Riggs eighth. Darren Clement ninth. And Dylan Parker going to round out the top 10. Dylan's got company, though. Caden Atkins there in that number 2 machine all over, really, that number 3 of Dylan Parker. Frank looking to go back-to-back. We got 12 laps to go here this evening. Going to be 11 this time by 11 laps to go. Now the big question remains. Who has saved the most here? Who saved the most tires here after these green flag pit stops? Who's used up what? And who don't have any sets left? Who's got a set left? That's the big question. Well, all right, 13 watching, still 21 likes here. Man, awesome job. I'm still hitting it here. 21 likes, awesome, man. I appreciate it. All right, well, about a second back is going to be that number 6 of J.W. Miller. Well, it could come down to Frank DiMaggio, J.W. Miller, Benjamin Lacey, Michael Atkins Jr. now up to 4th. We take a look here at what his pit stop was at about 15.1. He's about out here at about 12 laps. Right up ahead of him, Benjamin Lacey is going to be out here at about 13 laps at about 14.1. J.W. Miller there at about 9.2. He's been out here at about 11 laps. And then, of course, Frank DiMaggio been out here at about 13, coming to 14 here this time by at about 14.8, as he is going to take that 8 to go this time by. 8 laps remain here this evening. Some racing out here. Now what we don't want to see is a caution. We want to see this end under regulation. So JW has fallen back to now at about 1.1. Benjamin Lacey there in that number 7 now has the 4 to his inside. That's going to be JT Large, not for position. JT is 1 lap down. Looks like the 7 is going to go ahead and let him go by. That did kind of affect him, because Michael Atkins Jr. here in the 41 is now at about 3/10 behind the number 7 of Benjamin Lacey. That'll be a battle for 3rd here relatively shortly, I would say. Benjamin Lacey and Michael Atkins Jr. probably took 4. So we'll go ahead and watch it here between the 41 and the 7 here real quick. Looks like Zach Probst's going to be falling back to the 92 of Tyler Riggs. And Tyler's been out here at about 15 laps. Well, Corey Cook, though, he's been out here at about 22. One of the first drivers, not the first driver that pitted, but in that Gatorade 61 machine. Started 14th, top 5 right now with him in 5th. 5 to go here this evening, and that 6 of J.W. Miller right there now with that 24. As we are going to take 4 to go here this evening. 4 laps to go here tonight. Still got 11 watching here this evening. 41 likes. Oh, it looks like Frank got a little high there. Here comes J.W. Miller to the inside. Atkins Jr. looking to the inside of the 7 for 3rd. For the lead, the 6, the 24, Miller DiMaggio. For 3rd, Lacey, Atkins Jr. They are coming to catch 1 and 2 here as well. 3 to go. Next time by, well, this time by, we're going to see 2 to go. Can the leader, whoever it's going to be, can the leader take the white flag here? Brady Clark looking to the inside of the 61. On the backstretch here tonight, Miller to the lead. Frank falling back. Oh, blinking out here. Out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. J.W. Miller. 1 to go. This is it. Coming out of turn number 2. 2 more turns for J.W. Miller. Michael Atkins Jr. has got to make a move into 3 and 4, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. We're going to watch him in the middle of 3 and 4. Out of 4. J.W. Miller is going to hold off Michael Atkins Jr. to take the win here tonight. Frank DiMaggio going to fall back to 5th. Freddie Clark going to be in 4th. And Benjamin Lacey going to squeeze in there in 3rd here tonight. Awesome, awesome run by all of these drivers here. J.W. Miller with a 9.2 second stop. Oh, we're going to have to talk to him about that. Did he take those tires or did he just go with it? Man, what an awesome run out here. What an awesome finish. And what an awesome race by these drivers here this evening, folks. We're going to go ahead and step aside here, get the top 3 up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We're going to go ahead and grab up that number 7 machine of Benjamin Lacey here. Benjamin, man, it was back and forth out here tonight. Long green flag run at the beginning. At about 74, 75 laps, we had a caution. And then it was green. Pretty much from then on. And you guys had to pit there toward the last, but we want to hear the strategy call. Wanted to hear, really what it took out here tonight. It looks like your last pit stop at about 14.1 seconds. So, man, talk about it. And did you have any sets of tires left after that pit stop? Go ahead.
Yeah, it was a lot of long green flag runs, like you said, which was playing a little bit into the strategy there toward the end there at that caution, because a couple people I think just took fuel only, were kind of gambling, having some more wrecks there toward the end. But just kind of the way the race was going, I figured it was going to go green the rest of the way, and worked out for us in that way. But yeah, used up all the tires for sure. that last pit stop was my last set of tires, so I was planning for it to go green.
Well, let me ask you this. You were planning on it to go green, and of course that's a strategy. If we would have had a caution, whether it be for a GWC or not, do you think there would have been a lot more drivers out there playing that save tire game?
Yeah, if the race would have gone with a little bit more of a wreck fest, definitely would have played into the strategy factor for sure. And green white checkers always throw a monkey wrench into your strategy, because I mean you can sit there and say we're not going to have one or we are going to have one, and
Yeah.
it just messes with you, So that's why I was just having to gamble. There was going to be no green white checker. If there was one, then it was going to be between probably Dylan and Darren and a couple other people that took no sets of tires on that caution stop. So yeah, it plays into effect for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, we go from Homestead to Loudon. Of course, that's New Hampshire. But, what's your thoughts on Loudon or New Hampshire, whatever you want to call it? That's going to be for round 3, of course, next week here on MaxSpeedTV, buddy, and for Slide Jobs.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to build some momentum off this race. Last week, I kept lagging out, so I just kind of called it. But this week we're able to come back, get a good top 3, and then hopefully next week can get a good showing as well. Loudon's a difficult track; got to be easy on the throttle and the brakes and stuff. So hopefully it plays out into our favor and get another top 3 finish.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, coming into tonight, not in the top 15, but this is definitely going to help you out in the points going forward. Buddy, we still got a long way to go here in the season, regular season, and, for the chase. So, round 2, yeah, it's rough, but, hey, still a good points night for you. And, look forward to many more great finishes and, maybe a possibility of a win as well, because that could happen going forward, bud. So, man, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate third here this evening?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for MaxSpeedTV. You guys do a great job. So it's always fun to sit back and rewatch the broadcast you guys do. Obviously, William Martin for putting this league on, and then Can-Am Racing, Frank and I. It's gonna be a fun year with them.
All righty, buddy. We'll let you get back to it, man. Good luck down there, and we'll see you next week at Loudon, bud.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our second place finisher here tonight. That is going to be that number 41 machine, Michael Atkins Jr. Michael, you was right there at the end there with J.W. Miller. But, man, we got to talk about the racing, man, battling throughout the whole night. 3 and some dang near 4 wide. But we want to hear it from you as the driver. Go ahead.
What a blast tonight. Think I would have had him, but early on card, it's just typical Homestead where they're just gonna slide across your nose, and I had a little bit too much run behind the 3 and just lightly tapped him enough to, even with the getting the damage fixed on the first green flag stop there on the run, that it was just 0.7, but it still left a little tiny gap where the seam meets from the hood to the front bumper. But I think that was enough to make me tight and snug in the draft and stuff. So other than that, I mean, I almost had him, but I think if I didn't have that little bit of slight damage there with a little crack, I think I would have got him. But all in all, it's it was a blast running with these guys tonight and just trying to, I just wanted to get a good finish and make up points because I'm weak behind. So, and I got that. Yeah. So I'm happy. I count that as a win, Josh.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Second place definitely going to help you here tonight in the point standings. Not in the top 15, but for sure gonna definitely give you a boost. So we go from Homestead to Loudon. Of course, that's New Hampshire next week. Your thoughts on that flat track of New Hampshire?
You can fill that. You can fill that thing with water, and I'll be just fine and happy. But me, Josh. When I struggle to track, I just practice and try to get better, and usually do. So, but But we'll see how it goes and stuff, and we'll just play it safe because New Hampshire, it can either be a fun race or a long race under yellows.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, man, awesome job out here tonight. Really, any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate second here this evening in that GTR simulator ECM 41 machine? Because man, this was an awesome race here by Slide Jobs and all you guys. Go ahead.
yeah, I got to thank the league for promoting the league, putting the league on. Thank you guys for broadcasting. I'm not going to get beat up by the owner of the team, so I will mention his name, even though I didn't know he was with this league. Darren Clement, East Coast Motorsports. Thank you for allowing me to be part of the team and stuff like that and everything else. And as Josh always picks on me about, no, Josh, I am not following you around.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Michael Atkins Jr., second place here tonight. Michael, get ready for Loudon next week, buddy. I think that race it's one of those races that's going to make it or break it for the drivers here at Slide Jobs. It's kind of like a road course in a sense, even though there's no right turns. So that track is going to be tough, but go celebrate second here tonight and get ready for Loudon, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. No right turns next week, but several right hooks from drivers.
Yeah, that could happen. Yes, sir. All right, good. Yep, see you, bud. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight. That's going to be J.W. Miller. We talked to him earlier here, and, I don't know how you did it, J.W. The Northern Tool Plus Equipment, their 6 machine. Let's go back to our conversation here live on MaxSpeedTV earlier about tires and all that other good stuff. You said something about a set, not a set, and all that other good stuff, but we went green from that caution on, so kind of talk about it.
Yeah, so we had a set left, and basically we were just trying to run out front and stick with the guys in the lead. They all pit, so we decided to pit as well. I ended up taking 2 tires there. I wasn't sure what everybody ended up taking, but I figured that it would give me a little bit of an advantage, at least over the guys that only took fuel. But yeah, it was really interesting. Really came down to strategy there at the end, so it's always fun.
So on that last pit stop, you only took 2 tires with a 9.2
Yes, sir.
second stop. Well, now that this track is over, I will go ahead and say it. It looks like everybody behind you, all the way back to at about 15th or so, Johan Jew here. So that's going to be JT Larsh. It looks like everybody might have taken 4 at about a 14 to 15 second stop. So how does that make you feel that, you took 2 and maybe everybody else took 4 and then you managed to still get around them to grab the win here tonight?
Yeah, I'm not sure because I know that Frank pitted before me quite a few laps, so maybe that was just him catching me back up. But yeah, that's that's surprising if so that everybody took 4. But I figured some people would go for 0 or 2. So
Oh, yeah.
and of course, we were taking care of our lefts really good that run because I knew that we were gonna have a really short run to the finish, and just putting right side tires on it. It's scary on the outlap, but it really started to kick in there really well for us there. The
Yeah, it
final
kind of
5
wants
laps
to
there.
pull is what it wants to do.
Yeah, I didn't feel too much of a difference
Oh,
with
okay.
having worn left side tires, so I guess that was lucky for me then.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, we go from Homestead here to a very flat track, Loudon. Of course, that's New Hampshire. Man, what's your thoughts? Round 3 next week, November the 15th, bud.
New Hampshire's not really one of those ones that I have a whole lot of experience with running up front, but I don't have a whole lot of experience with Homestead, and I came away with this one. So I guess we're feeling pretty good so far for the season. That we got a third and a first, so definitely
Yep.
looking good on points.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, coming in 2 tonight, third in the point standings, 1 behind Dylan, and, of course, 2 behind Frank DiMaggio. Definitely, I'm assuming, going to take over the points lead here, depending on, any admin stuff or whatever that needs to be done. I don't know. I'll stay out of that mess. So, but, man, awesome job out here, JW. My favorite number, of course, the number 6, Mark Martin. Go, Mark Martin. Man, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your victory here tonight for round 2, bud? Awesome job.
Oh, thank you, man. Well, shout out to obviously all the league owners. Shout out to you for doing the broadcast every week, and shout out to everybody out there on the track. They put on a heck of a show, and hopefully we can put on another good show next week.
All righty, well, yep, we'll see you next week, bud. Same time, same place here, but a different track. So go celebrate your victory here tonight, JW, bud.
We will be.
Uh-huh.
Have a good one.
You too. All righty, folks. Well, that's going to do it here for the interviews. Let's get down here to the unofficial results. Pretty good admin stuff they have to do here this evening. But it's going to be J.W. Miller grabbing the victory here tonight at Homestead for round 2. Michael Atkins Jr. very close there with that number 6, but he just 1 spot shy. He's going to finish in 2nd. Benjamin Lacey in 3rd. Brady Clark 4th. Frank DiMaggio 5th. Corey Cook 6th. Tyler Riggs 7th. Zach Probst 8th. Darren Clement 9th. Dylan Parker going to round out the top 10. Caden Atkins there in 11th. Noah Maury in 12th. Gabriel Lessick 13th. JT Large 14th. Johan Jew 15th. William Martin 16th. Anthony Marshall 17th. Crank Bell going to finish at 18th. Christopher Dean 19th. And Zach Allman 20th. Matthew Hughes there in 21st. Jacob Locklear 22nd. Jordan Bauer 23rd. David Houghton in 24th. Did not start the race here tonight. But congratulations goes to our winner here, J.W. Miller. Tomorrow night, we get back to Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. We're going to go at a track that I am totally unfamiliar with, Nashville. So that's going to be an interesting race, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, right here on MaxSpeedTV. But thank you all out there in chat here tonight. 21 likes here this evening. Man, awesome job here. And I don't know exactly how many we hit at peak, but thank you all. Until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe and have a good night.